Happy Monday, Acadiana, and welcome to another edition of Louisiana Focus. I'm your host, Allison Allen. Tonight we speak to an expert about how to cope with stress in school and work. Also, we speak to one local teacher about the prospect of the state increasing the retirement to age 67. And we speak to graduating seniors about life after UL. These stories and more coming right up. For years, teachers have been working hard to ensure that students all around the country receive the attention they need to be successful. And now, there are efforts being made to increase the retirement age from 62 to 67. Our Jalen Stevenson has more.
Teaching is a complex task that not many people can accomplish. For some, teaching is more than just a task.
I became a teacher because I had a great teacher in kindergarten. Her name was Miss Price, and she was a very loving and patient person with us. And for some reason, it kind of left an impression in me that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be involved in children's life and make a difference, because she made a difference in mine.
With teaching becoming harder and harder, retirement may be seen as a relieving moment.
I think the current retirement age is a good age for those teachers that are experiencing burnout. Of course, we do realize that the course of teaching has changed.
For some, the increase of the retirement age is satisfactory, while for others, the increase can be stressful.
Well, I do think a lot of teachers will not be happy with that, because they're looking to get out as soon as possible now. And like I said, it's because, you know, the dynamic of teaching has changed. It's more challenging. The classroom sizes are bigger. You don't have as much support as you used to have. So it makes going into teaching a little bit harder, dealing with disrespectful children, and not only children, but disrespectful parents.
As Mary Brooks has stated, some teachers look forward to the age of retirement and consider the phase as a well-deserved break. By increasing the age of retirement, this may leave teachers overwhelmed and cause a decline in the profession. For Louisiana Focus, I'm Jalen Stevenson.
During a time when there's so much focus on our physical health, it is important not to forget about our mental health, especially college students. I spoke to an expert and a UL student as they shared their concerns regarding college students' mental health. Dr. Hernandez, a now retired nurse, juvenile correction officer, and mental health specialist for 35 years, provides the effects of mental health.
Because your mental health can affect your physical health, it can affect your emotional health, it can affect your spiritual health. So basically, it's your state of mind, which is all a chemical balance within your brain that makes you healthy.
Mental health has taken a toll upon college students during the pandemic and can easily make one feel overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed. Christopher Natambi shares his insight on what it's like being a college student during the pandemic.
Well, I will say that being in quarantine and being alone can definitely in the beginning can affect your mental health, where you're not around people, because humans are really social animals. So being around other people and having that human contact for certain people is really important.
Oftentimes, mental health is often looked over and swept under the rug. Mental health should be normalized and treated accordingly.
When you talk mental health, people automatically think negative. They think bad things. Nobody wants to be bipolar. Nobody wants to be a schizophrenic. Post-traumatic stress was a hidden disease for years and years. It's just now coming to light that it's okay that, you're having issues.
There are tons of coping mechanisms when dealing with stress.
When I'm stressed, I try to take like a step back from doing work and may try to sit outside or like try to hang out with my friends for a little bit if I feel a little overwhelmed.
A lot of times, they need to recognize that they might be taking on more than they can handle. So another good thing is most people just go, 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 go. They do not take a time out, a chill time, just let my brain rest time. That is a very important thing that people need to add in for their mental health too, is, just take out time to rest, just to calm your mind.
It is extremely imperative that our college students know that although the COVID-19 pandemic will be present indefinitely, positivity, encouragement, and healthy habits are all the key ingredients to a successful outcome.
Honestly, I think I do, even though people say to me that like college isn't like how it actually is like before the pandemic. I think that I made the best out of it with me and my friends, and I think my college experience so far has been great. I've met amazing people, done a lot of stuff, and it's honestly been fun. Even through all the hardship and all the stress, I've made the best out of it, the best I can.
You college students are our future generation, and as adults, we have to ensure that y'all do the best you can. And to do that, we got to work with y'all's mental health. Just stay safe and stay healthy.
For Louisiana Focus, I'm Allison Allen. Being an entrepreneur has become common in this generation, but maintaining that workload and a full-time student status can be a burden. Cameron Lyon has the details.
With being an entrepreneur and owning your own business being such a big deal nowadays, it's even a bigger deal while doing such being a college student. Toy Jackson and Amari Joseph have more.
So being an entrepreneur in my room while still doing school, it's a little challenging sometimes because, I still want to make sure that I please everybody and get as many people in as I can, but I also have to make sure that I do all of my schoolwork, so it gets hard sometimes.
Between being a student and an entrepreneur, it normally is quite difficult to find a balance between the two, such as your college student workload and your normal workload. But it isn't impossible to find a balance and to find out what's more important at the end of the day.
To handle your business and still be a full-time student, it gets challenging, but I recommend putting your schoolwork first because you in school and you paying for it for a reason, and that's what you're here for. So I say don't lose focus and get into making your money and lose focus on your schoolwork because you always gonna have school to fall back on.
The point of emphasis here is that as long as you maintain a good balance between school and work, you'll be able to get anything done. I'm Cameron Lyon with Louisiana Focus.
As students get ready to end the semester with exams, we got some great advice from students on how they prepare for finals. Here's Corey Madison with more.
Many students at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette are prepared for exams this week. Students every semester are finding new ways to prepare for finals week. Here are some UL students giving their input on how they prepare for exams and great techniques they've found useful.
What helps me is throughout the year, I keep specific notes, and if we do chapters, I'll keep specific chapters, and after the test, I highlight things that I missed, so that way for the final, it's usually cumulative. I can go back and see, okay, I didn't really know that, I need to look that over again. So that's what kind of helps me get my final preparation.
Often, students on campus gather in groups to make it easier to prepare for exams. Many found study groups to be very useful when doing study guides or preparing for finals. Here's Megan Landry, a graduate student at UL, with some tips.
Being able to connect with other people in class. I think more brains are better than one, so being able to share information and how everyone else studies too can kind of get some good a conversation going about that. Okay.
And there you have it, how students here at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette prepare for their final exams. Exam week starts next week, May 3rd to May 7th. I'm Corey Madison with Louisiana Focus.
As the semester comes to an end, students have the opportunity to let loose at local events such as the annual Mud Bug Mixer. Our Darby Lockhart has more.
On Friday, April 30th, the Campion Apartment Complex hosted its second annual Mudbug Mixer. This is an event that is known for its good food and music.
It was a very popular event among UL students last year, but will that still be the case with the COVID pandemic still looming over us?
To get your free crawfish, you had to RSVP ahead of time, and with only 300 tickets available, they sold out in the blink of an eye.
I'm so glad everyone can still get together and we get free crawfish and we get to go chill by the pool.
My favorite part of the Mudbug Mixer was seeing so many familiar faces and just having a good time after this semester.
Alright, so my favorite part would be like the free crawfish and being able to finally like interact with other people due to like COVID.
With the combination of crawfish, music, and sunshine, it's no surprise that fun was had by all.
With Louisiana Focus, this is Darby Lockhart.
Many college students look forward to graduating, but soon after, many face uncertainty when it comes to finding an employment. Our Aaliyah Domingue has more.
In less than 2 weeks, thousands of students will be graduating from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and many will begin searching for their first job after college. For some students, they have already begun that search, and some have found it challenging.
I've applied to many jobs, but as far as getting a call or going forward to get an interview, it's been very difficult.
Lakin Lachele, a senior graduating in psychology, says that despite many businesses opening, she is concerned that the pandemic is still affecting the job market.
But as far as like the job market, I'm very scared right now because I know a lot of people are just returning back to the offices, or some people are doing hybrid jobs right now where they're at home and half in the office.
According to a study by the National Association of College and Employers, employers are projected to hire 7.2% more new college graduates from the class of 2021 than they did from the class of 2020. Mobile apps like Indeed, LinkedIn, and Handshake are used frequently by recent college graduates who are seeking jobs.
I would definitely have to say LinkedIn is the most successful one for me. It's definitely allowed me to seek a lot of jobs that are not only local, but out of state as well.
The university's Office of Career Services offer free access to the Handshake platform for students and recent graduates. Use your UL ID to log into your account. In Lafayette, for Louisiana Focus, I'm Aaliyah Domingue.
As more people get vaccinated, COVID-19 restrictions are starting to be lifted. Campus life and classes at UL will be going back to normal this coming fall. At least a semblance of normal. Akila Morris has more.
March 2021 marked the one-year anniversary of UL Lafayette transitioning to online learning. With recent changes to regulations in Louisiana, UL Lafayette is moving forward with returning to normal. The biggest issue students may face with in-person learning is finding their rhythm and adjusting to being around others again.
There should still be masks. I feel like it should be an equal balance of in-person and computer, just so we don't get thrown back right into in-person, because that's a huge change going from everything being virtual.
One of the biggest shifts regarding COVID-19 regulations is the KG Dome being back to 100% capacity, just in time for UL Lafayette's Spring 2021 commencement ceremony. Guests will not need tickets to attend, however they must wear masks at all times during the event.
It was so staged.
UL Lafayette is still requiring students to wear masks and maintain a 6 feet distance for the safety of others. For Louisiana Focus, I'm Akila Morris.
Reporter Michaela Michelson asked college students to describe their college experience in one word.
The University of Louisiana at Lafayette is holding graduation on May 14th for this spring semester graduates. And with the semester coming to an end, it has college students talking. I spoke with a few students and asked them to describe how they feel about graduation using only one word.
One word I feel about graduation is grateful.
One word I would use to describe how I feel about graduation is relief.
One word that describes graduating is exciting.
Use one word to describe graduating from college. I would probably have to say tired.
Surreal.
I'm going to give you 2 words. Worrisome is the first one, but then I'm also extremely grateful.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. I'm Michaela Michelson with more on Louisiana Focus.
That's it for tonight. Louisiana Focus is a co-production between Acadiana Open Channel and the Louisiana University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Our teleprompter is Cameron Lyon. Our director is Matt Roberts. Our faculty advisor is Assistant Professor Patricio Salinas. And I'm Allison Allen. Have a great summer break.
Thank you.